Welcome to this week's edition of MIAA 360. Broadcasting from inside the MIAA Network studios, I'm Jason Ketz. Coming up a little bit later on in the show, we'll preview this weekend's Fall Classic at Arrowhead Stadium between the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats and the Central Missouri Mules. But first, we take you to Emporia State, where our campus correspondent Bethany Bowman had a chance to catch up with President Allison Garrett.
I'm Bethany Bowman, reporting for the MIAA Network. Today we're going to visit with Emporia State President Allison Garrett, who is serving as a member of the NCAA Division II President's Council. First of all, what first brought you and attracted you to come to Emporia State?
Well, I had spent a number of years in higher education and had reached the point in my career where I was looking for a presidency. And a school like Emporia State, with great academics and a great athletic program in a great geographic area, was really just the perfect spot for me.
Now, based on all the demands on your time, why is it important to serve in a position like this one on this committee?
I think it's important for MIAA schools to have a voice on the Division II President's Council to make sure that our concerns are heard at that level. And I'm really excited about having that opportunity. I have yet to go to my first President's Council meeting, but we'll be doing so in October, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Why is it important for ESU for you to serve on a council like this?
Well, you know, Emporia State, I think, is a great example, as are other MIAA schools, of a university that takes the MIAA philosophy very, very seriously. And over the years, the Division II has had a couple of different overarching philosophical statements. Currently, it's make it yours. Previously, it was life in the balance. And both of those, I think, really define the student-athlete experience at a school like Emporia State.
President Garrett, what do you think is important and special about Division II athletics?
Well, I think Division II athletics really provides student-athletes with the opportunity not just for the athletic competition experience, but the full academic experience and the undergraduate student life experience as well. And I think that's where really what it means to have life in the balance, to be able to combine all of those great attributes of the college experience.
Why is it important that Emporia State is a Division II member institution?
Well, I think that's a great fit for a school like Emporia State. It's a very high level of athletic competition and also reflective of the strong academics at a school like Emporia State. And you know, you think about the schools in the MIAA, and this is an incredibly strong athletic conference and a great fit for Emporia State.
What are some special and exciting things going on at Emporia State, and what lies ahead in the future?
Well, we're working on all kinds of exciting things here at Emporia State. We have a new dorm that's in the works. Of course, we're always excited about our athletic programs and the opportunity to provide our student athletes with a great experience here at Emporia State. One thing that I think is incredibly important about the student experience and the student-athlete experience here at Emporia State is that we do a great job of preparing our students for life in the workforce. Our career placement rate is 98%, and I spent a lot of years before higher ed in the corporate world. If I had the opportunity to hire student-athletes, I often did, because they had so many great attributes. They were great at time management. They knew how to take constructive criticism, how to be part of a team, and how to measure results. And those are great skills that student athletes get that will do well in the workforce as well.
From Emporia State University, I'm Bethany Bowman, reporting for the MIAA Network.
Thank you, Bethany. Coming up after the break, we'll preview this weekend's Fall Classic at Arrowhead Stadium between the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats and the Central Missouri Mules.
We've got our heads in the game,
our minds in the classroom,
our hands in the community,
and our feet ready for the world.
We're a part of the NCAA Division II experience.
Using our skills
at our universities and in our communities. I chose the MIAA.
I chose the MIAA.
MIAA, the spirit of our communities.
Welcome back to MIAA 360. It's that time of the year again, football fans. It's year 2 of Northwest Missouri State taking on Central Missouri at Arrowhead Stadium. We'll take you to both campuses as they gear up for this Saturday's big matchup.
The UCM and Northwest Missouri State football team get the chance of a lifetime to face off against each other at Arrowhead Stadium. The Bearcats hosted the game last year, and the Mules will be the home team this year. UCM began meeting with the Chiefs in July to begin preparing for the game. I caught up with Athletic Director Jerry Hughes to see just what all these preparations entail.
You've got to move everything. I mean, they provide some things, but we have to move all of our equipment from as far as training supplies, everything that our equipment room uses on a game day. We have to move all that up there and have it to host a game, as well as our chain gang, our sideline personnel, our clock crew, press box personnel. So it's a big endeavor to host a home game at an away side.
This game allows the university to be able to connect back with our alumni base in the Kansas City area.
We're basically in their backyard in Kansas City, so it makes them easy to get to the game. So we hope it's a big rallying point for the university between our football program and our alums in the Kansas City area.
Not only does this game attract the alumni, it is a big recruitment tool for the team.
A lot of the kids, they look up your website and then they look at your schedule and they notice that you played a game in Arrowhead, or you have pictures or video clips of the game at Arrowhead, and that really was kind of a key thing with a lot of these kids in terms of an opportunity to play in a professional stadium like that, and everybody knows about Arrowhead.
Coach Sabota believes this game does more than just showcasing a top 25 matchup in Division II football.
I think what it does is it brings our level of football to hopefully a new audience and expand the perception of Division II. Most people, all they know is Division I football because that's what's on TV predominantly, and most people have no idea what the quality of football and the quality of the players that are involved with Division II. So not many Division II programs have an opportunity like this, and when you get it, you just hope that you get as many people there as possible and increase your exposure for this level of football.
This is not an average game day for the team. There are many factors that play in when preparing the team for Arrowhead.
We go down the day before and sort of try to even out the wow factor a little bit. The stadium itself can be kind of intimidating if you haven't been on the ground floor of a structure that big. By and large, it's just getting used to the surface. We play on artificial surface all of our other games, and so this will be one of the few times we actually play on grass, so it's an opportunity to sort of get used to that surface as well. But, there's a few things, but it's still a 100-yard field, and you still got to play a game. Northwest
is currently undefeated and the #1 team in the nation. Central Missouri moved up to the 23rd spot according to D2Football.com rankings. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. at Arrowhead Stadium. Reporting for the MIAA Network, I'm Allison Cook.
One of my best memories each and every year is to watch our kids' faces on Friday night walkthrough, the kids that have never been at Arrowhead Stadium. As they walk down through into the tunnel, a lot of them grew up Kansas City Chiefs fans, and so they walk out and onto the grass, and they start to look around and look at the stadium from the field view, and it's just something that's really special. You can see it in their excitement as they look around and they take pictures and laugh and joke together, and it's really special. That only gets magnified the next morning when they arrive. We come in and come down into the parking area, and you see the sea of green, and you see all the Bearcat fans tailgating everywhere, and the kids come down into the tunnel. They get to the locker room. That's another really special moment to be able to walk into an NFL locker room and have your stuff totally dressed out inside the lockers. From there, they walk out on the field for the first time, and you can just feel the energy and the excitement for the day.
The Arrowhead game, has a tremendous history, and I think it's a highlight for our fans. We talk about it for our players and our coaches, but our student athletes, our band, but it's really a special time for our fans, our alums. We have so many alums in the Kansas City area, and even those that are outside the Kansas City area. It's nice because for those that are a long distance away, they can fly into to Kansas City. They don't have to drive to Maryville. The game is right there, and get together with their friends and fly back out the next day. It's just been a tremendous gathering. It's almost like a second homecoming as far as I'm concerned. And, the relationship that we've had, the 12 years that we had it with Pittsburgh State was great. And now these two, that last year and now this year with Central Missouri, I think have been good. The reason it's also good is the Chiefs have really accommodated us. They've been great hosts. They've done everything that they can to make it, a special event for not only the players and coaches, the student athletes, but for the fans.
Lastly is probably when I walk back out, and after doing this now for 14 years, is to see the rest of the students and what their reactions are from the crowd to, I'll never forget a couple years ago I made sure to look at the band and the cheerleaders and to see their faces and the excitement they had, because Arrowhead was new for them. And to just look up and watch them playing and watch the pride that they had in the entire event. It's just a showcase for our schools, for our athletic programs, and really for the MIAA. And so it's a special event that not a lot of people get to do.
Hasty Awards has been proud to be the official award supplier to the MIAA for 7 years, and we're happy to supply you and your organization with all your award needs. Whether you're ordering for your individual youth sports team or placing a custom medal order, we have you covered. As always, you have our lowest price guarantee, highest quality awards, exceptional service, and our hasty turnaround. We are ready to serve you for your next event, no matter how large or small. Hasty Awards is the #1 source for all your award and recognition needs.
Well, it looks like that's about all the time we have for this week's edition of MIAA 360. Broadcasting from inside the MIAA Network studios, I'm Jason Ketz. And until next time, bring your A game.